what did you most love about Design Destiny and the modules?
What I loved the most about Design Destiny, there were loads of things I really loved. Quite hard to pinpoint just one. I think
Maybe like three.
I love meeting a group of women. It was really lovely to meet a group of women. I think working on your own can be very isolating, and especially as I'd relocated, it was that really lovely meeting of the same minds. And even though we were all in sort of, a few of us were in different places within our businesses, we were clearly all looking to go back to the beginning. And so therefore we were able to build all together, which I really, really enjoyed. Even though we were, some of us, at different stages, I never felt that we were. I felt that we were a team with you supporting us as well. And I felt like it was always a really, really safe space when you were having sort of doubts over certain things. But for me, mainly, I think it was a lot to do with going back to the foundations. And that's what Design Destiny did really well. I think when I started my business, it's because I loved interior design. And then it took me really to the purpose and to the why, and really delving deep into that and looking at that, which I brought out loads more other things that I didn't think that you don't necessarily consider. And then the other part was the mindset work. Looking at mindset, I really honestly, and it's probably even taken me to now, actually. I think it's nearly a year, isn't it? I think it was March. Looking at how that mindset really underpins the business, and I had never thought of that ever. I really thought it was strategy this, strategy that. Let's go. And then actually, once you changed a load of your mindset and looked at that in a different way, wow, then the up leveling or the changing or the different feelings when you'd wake up in the morning, it was just absolutely outstanding. So absolutely incredible. Thank you.
You're welcome. And what was maybe I know there was loads of elements that you loved about the modules, but what was if you could focus on one key takeaway from what the modules gave you, what would that be?
I think probably the foundational pillars. Really, why? Why do you want to do this business? And building on that and taking away, and then keep referring back to it. So then when you'd get down another module and then you'd go, oh, hang on a minute, let's just, why am I doing this? Why am I wanting to do that? And so therefore being, especially when it came to services and looking at your suite of services and going, well, I could do this and do this. And I remember you saying to me, I was scattergunning and wanting to please everyone and do everything. And then actually looking at that and going, well, why do I feel the need to have X, Y, and Z service? And I didn't have to. I could really hone in on that. So really honing in on those foundational pillars was my absolute key takeaway. And I'm still building on them now. It's not something that I feel like they're very firmly in place now, but I feel I can go back to that and then look and go, oh, actually, am I still aligned with that, what I did in Design Destiny, that sort of that year on? So it's definitely set me up completely.
I think there's such a great set of modules because you can keep refining and tweaking and going back to the anchor point of particular modules to support you within that part of your journey as well, which is really nice for women to have. And talk to me about your Design Thrive experience. So obviously Thrive is the private membership group for women that are going through Design Destiny or have been through Design Destiny. What is your experience around it and your biggest key takeaways?
Again, it was when I finished Design Destiny, I needed more. I felt like I really needed more. I felt Design Destiny gave me a good foundation, but I felt that the Design Thrive would just be that little, it's not even little actually, it is that extra support network with you, with other women, and again, a safe space, but that can build on everything from Design Destiny. So you don't feel alone and you don't feel like you've just sort of had Design Destiny and you've got all of these thoughts whirring around. Now you can, for me anyway, personally, I feel like I can implement Design Destiny, build on Design Destiny through Design Thrive, but with far more confidence and sort of have that element of now here is this and this is what I want to do, and am I doing, instead of probably coming to you with a question about, I'm worried about X, Y, and Z, it's this is what I'd like to do. Am I on the right track?
And I think you women are amazing in the group as well. And it's lovely to build on that group. And I think having a group of like-minded women that you can go through the modules together, or if you're out the other end of it as well, and you just want the accountability, the support, that fortnightly touch points, the mindset as well, because obviously we have the mindset and we have the strategy, which goes hand in hand. It's invaluable, isn't it?
It's absolutely invaluable. And having the dates in the diary when you're doing your planning for your week, and you know that that call's coming up that week, or you've got a mindset call in that month, it just really sets, personally for me, it sets me up for that month to go, right, well, this is what I'm working on. I need to get my questions in, or this is what maybe I don't have a question that week actually, because I'm still mulling over other things, but still learning. I find that you can really learn from all the other women and all the other wonderful ladies in the group, because they'll have a question that you thought, oh, maybe I hadn't thought of that right now, but it might be something that I'm looking at in the future. I'll really, listen and learn, and then we can all support each other. The Facebook group afterwards as well, being part of the Facebook group with Design Thrive, just allows everyone to confidently, and again in another safe space, put up their thoughts, and everyone to support each other really. So I think the support from yourself and from the other group, from the group of ladies, is just remarkable. I really look forward to the calls.
Thank you. I think the calls are just so beautiful and powerful every fortnight. And it's just lovely that you can all have takeaways from each other's questions as well, because I think that's
Absolutely.
important. You're not just coming with a question, you're listening to all the other questions and then thinking, okay, I can implement that in my business, and that would be really good to think and consider that. So it's kind of a multifaceted approach when it comes to Thrive, because you're all getting support from so many different angles.
No, absolutely. I signed on for a year, and because I just completely believed that, and I do still believe that that's where my journey is heading.
Yeah.
And staying in that longer period of time just will help me continue to grow week on week, really, and actually, and then month on month, and that 90-day ripple effect that you talk about.
You get the bigger transformation if you stay on for 12 months, because you get a deeper experience where you can still reference back to the modules, or you can do the modules and come in, and then you've got the accountability, you've got the deeper learning. So it's always worth doing the longer.
I would I would say stay in as long as you can.
You can stay in forever if you want. If a woman was watching this and listening and thinking, I'd really love to sign up, but I'm sitting on the fence, what would your words of advice be for that woman?
Oh, I like that. I think because I was that woman. I was very much thinking I needed to do something. I needed to be part of something. And I think I think it was a masterclass I joined, a free masterclass. And you'd been popping up on Instagram, and I think I'd started following, and was like, oh, this lady, well, she's great. And I felt connected first of all, and it was that sort of like, okay, great, I feel safe in this environment. And then I did your masterclass. I think I did two actually, and I still was like, oh, can I do it? I wasn't earning any money, and it's that investment and going, oh, it is an investment, but it's the best investment I made, because I have grown so much and my confidence has grown so much. So for anyone listening who is sitting there going, oh, shall I? My mantra for 2026 is to say yes to more opportunities. And I say yes to it, because you absolutely grow and come out of it with so much connection. You build on your strategy, you build on your mindset, you are supported, your business grows, but ultimately you grow. I think as a person, you see the shifts, and they might be small little shifts, they might be massive shifts, but they're still all there, and it does happen.
I love that. And obviously, let's just talk very quickly about your business model.
Mhm.
So, your business model when you first started Design Destiny and working alongside with Thrive was very different to where your business model is now. And we're obviously under a year. So, the business has gone through such a huge transformation in 11 months. Just talk to me about where you were with kind of like pricing and clients compared to some of the big celebrations that we've just had.
No, absolutely. Your pricing strategy is, I think I was even talking to this with some women, some ladies at the weekend as well, just saying how it's revolutionary. It's changed everything, because I just think pricing is one of those things that is really difficult, and charging by the hour and all of this, how that's what I was doing, going to be charging by this. And yes, I had a few flat fees and they were easy, but then I thought, oh, how am I going to charge for this? And having that the pricing strategy is just, well, it is absolutely game changing, and I feel confident, really confident in implementing that. So my pricing is completely different, absolutely, and I'm confident in my time and my worth. I think before it was probably a lot lower, and because I wanted the clients and was desperate to get the clients, whereas now I'm a little bit more sort of, I would like more clients. But this is my price and this is what I'm going to charge, and I sit comfortably and confidently with that now. And just the processes, my processes were all over the place. I didn't have, set ones. I would change it for people to people, or think, oh well, if this person's coming in, I'll completely do this fee proposal and then I'll do this fee proposal. And now it's all streamlined, and I confidently go about it. Don't get me wrong, I probably sit there and think about it a little bit, but I'm only human.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, I do look at it and confidently go, no, that's what I'm charging, and that's what it's worth. And I would even look at, down the line, definitely raising those prices as well, confidently.
Yeah. And obviously, your last couple of quotations that have come in have been some of the biggest quotations that you've obviously had within the business, and there's been no quibbling or negotiations.
No, absolutely none. I've sent that off and it's come back and they've said yes. And the deposits landed in my account. And that's been amazing.
And that feeling of confidence, clarity, and structure in your business that you didn't have 12 months ago, to have now in less than under a year, because we were kind of celebrating these towards the back end of the year, and certainly obviously January, is just incredible that you've been able to pivot your business and position it in such a way.
And I wouldn't have been able to do it without you and without Design Destiny and Design Thrive. I wouldn't be where I am now if I hadn't joined. I wouldn't have got anything in place to confidently move forward from where I was, especially with the mindset as well, actually.
Yeah, that's such a big thing. And I think that's really lovely intertwined into Design Thrive, that you get that 1 month call, that support to really look at the pillars in your mindset, what you need to be focusing on, how your subconscious works, and how that's integrated in your design company as well.
Yeah, absolutely. No,
I love it.
Say yes.
Say yes always. Laura, thank you so much for giving us your time today.
Thank you so much for having me. I was really excited, so it's really lovely to talk about it.
Thank you. And may your design company have many, many more successes, and obviously you continue to absolutely thrive.
Thank you very much, Lisa.
Lovely. Thank you so much.